Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Vibing with Sleazy, the podcast. This is season 3, episode 19. And yes, we are back with part 2. Yes, I'm saying it. Part 2 of the official Vibing with Sleazy, the podcast World Cup Qatar 2022 episode. And yes, the World Cup is the huge soccer tournament that'll be happening here in Qatar from November to December. And I released a part 1 episode a few days before that, telling you facts about Qatar, telling you facts about the World Cup, and just talking soccer. And so part 2 here will actually be me going over my picks. I'm an official World Cup pool right now for money. And I'm excited to basically take you from the group stages all the way to my championship pick. And I'm actually going to give you the scores of each game too. So I'm really going to get in depth. So get into that part 1 episode and to kind of gear up for this one. And I'm excited to dive in here, and this will be a lot of fun. And you might disagree, you might agree, and but I think I'm pretty good on my picks this year. So our first game we're going to start off with that is going to be Qatar versus Ecuador, the opening game. That will be happening at the Al Bayt Stadium in Al Khor, Qatar, and that will be on November 20th at 11 a.m. So I won't be going into full details of each game like that, but I just kind of wanted to open up with that with being the opening game, and I'm going to kind of tell you what everything's going on. So we'll go over each game here. I won't tell you each time frame everything, but I got it here. Actually, fuck it, let's do that. Actually, that the more I think about it, that actually is a great idea. So I'm going to hit the facts. That's also going to give you all a great part 2 episode. So the first game, November 20th, 11 a.m., Al Bayat Stadium, city of Al Khor. It's on Fox. It's from the Group A, and it's going to be Qatar versus Ecuador. I picked Ecuador, and I'm saying a 2-1 win for Ecuador. November 21st, 11 a.m., Al Thumama Stadium, which is in the city of Al Khor as well. It'll be on Fox, Group A. It's Senegal versus Netherlands, which that's going to be a real good game. And I ended that with a draw. I'm going to say 1-1 on that game. November 21st, 8 a.m., Khalifa International Stadium. That's going to be in Al Rayyan, so a different city. FS1 is showing it, Group B. It's England versus Iran. I'm saying England's going to blow them out, and it's going to be a 3-1 win. England always seems to let it go up in the World Cup, so that's why I'm thinking Iran can get one on them. November 21st, 2 p.m. at Abid bin Ali Stadium in Al Rayyan on Fox, Group B. USA's taking on Wales. I'm saying USA has a huge win against Wales. I know Gareth Bale might potentially play for Wales in that World Cup, but I say USA wins 4-1. Shout out to my friend Emma in Wales. Sorry about that, but have to say I think USA's got that. I'm hoping they got momentum again. They're young. It's early. I could be way off, but I'm going with a 4-1 win. Let's fucking go. November 22nd, 5 a.m. Lusail Iconic Stadium, the biggest stadium in the World Cup. FS1 Group C, Argentina versus Saudi Arabia. That's going to be Argentina. I'm going to go 3-0. I'm going to say hat trick. Yes, hat trick. November 22nd, 8 a.m., Education City Stadium, Al Rayyan, FS1, Group D, Denmark, Tunisia. I'm going to say Denmark 2-1. The Tunisia team, it's TUNISIA, the country, and I've always thought it's an interesting country. I've seen their flag a lot, and I know they're pretty competitive in soccer, but I just don't see them beating Denmark, but I don't know much about the team, so I'm going with a 2-1. November 22nd, 11 a.m., Stadium 974 in Doha. It's going to be Fox, Group C. Mexico versus Poland. I'm going Mexico 3-1. November 22nd, 2 p.m., Al Jarub in Al Bakara. Fox D, Group D. It's going to be France versus Australia. I'm going to go with France. I'm going to say 2-0. November, and that's the reigning champs. November 23rd, 5 a.m. in Al Bayat, which is in the city of Al Khor. You have FS on FS1. It's going to be from Group F. It's going to be Morocco versus Croatia. And I'm going to say Croatia. I'm going to say 3-1. They had that good run last year. November 23rd, 8 a.m., Khalifa International Stadium in Al Rayyan, FS1, Group E. It's going to be Germany versus Japan. I'm saying Germany 2-0. November 23rd, 11 a.m., Al Thermama and Stadium in Alcor on Fox, Group E. It's going to be Spain versus Costa Rica. I'm going to say Spain 4-2. November 23rd and 2 p.m. at Ibn Ben Ali Stadium in Al Rayyan on Fox, Group F. I'm going to say Belgium and Canada. It's going to be Belgium 3-1. Let me get this all set up here. I'm going over my picks. Getting down here to the other half of the list. So November 24th, 5 a.m., Al Jarub Stadium. It's going to be in Al Wakra, FS1, Group G. It's going to be Switzerland versus Cameroon. I'm going to say that's going to be a draw, 2-2. November 24th, 8 a.m., Education City Stadium in Al Rayyan on FS1, Group H. It's going to be Uruguay versus South Korea. Now, I'm going to say Uruguay is going to pull that one off, and that's going to be a 3-1 win. November 24th, Stadium 974 in Doha on Fox, Group H. It's going to be Portugal versus Ghana. Portugal is going to win big. There is some controversy now with Portugal. I don't think Ronaldo gets along with everybody, but the guy is a fucking freak athlete and soccer star. So 3-1. Ghana, though, is strong, and Ghana is not a great opening opponent for them. I'm going to say November 24th, 2 p.m., Lusail Iconic. That's going to be Brazil versus Serbia. I'm going to say Brazil wins 3-1. November 21st, 5 a.m., Abid Ben Ali Stadium, Al Rayyan, FS1, Group B. It's going to be Wales versus Al Rayyan. I'm going to say a draw, 1-1. Just a 2-goal game there. November 25th, 8 a.m., Al Thumala Stadium in Al Khor, FS1, Group A. It's going to be Qatar versus Senegal. I'm going to say Senegal 2-1. November 25th, 11 a.m., Khalifa International Stadium in Al Rayyan, Fox, Group A, Netherlands at Ecuador. I'm going to say Netherlands 3-1. November 25th, 2 p.m., Al Bayat Stadium in Al Khor, Fox, Group B. I'm going to say England, USA. I'm going to say England, though, might pull off a little upset here, 2-1. November 26th, 5 a.m., Al Jarub in Stadium versus Al Rawaka, FS1, Group D, Tunisia versus Australia. I think Australia actually wins 3-1. November 26th, 8 a.m., Education City Stadium in Al Rayyan, FS1, Group C, Poland versus Saudi Arabia. I'm going to say Saudi Arabia actually pulls off a 2-0 win. I'm going to say November 26th, 11 a.m., Stadium 974 in Doha, FS1, Group D. I'm going to say France versus Denmark. I'm going to say France gets the easy win, 2-0. November 22nd, 2 p.m., Lusail Iconic Stadium, the big boy on FS1, Group C. I'm going to say Argentina versus Mexico. I'm going to say Argentina actually only pulls this off 2-1. November 27th, 5 a.m., Abin Ben Ali Stadium in Al Rayyan, FS1, Group B. Japan plays Costa Rica. I'm going to say Japan ends up winning 3-2. November 27th, 8 a.m., Al Thurman Stadium, Al Khor, FS1, Group F. I'm going to say Belgium, Morocco. I'm going to go with Belgium 3-1. November 27th, 11 a.m., Khalifa International Stadium in Al Rayyan, FS1, Group F, Croatia versus Canada. I'm going to go Croatia 2-1. November 27th, 2 p.m. in Al Bayat Stadium in the city of Alcor on FS1. It's going to be Group E, Spain versus Germany. I'm going to say Spain 2-1. November 28th, 5 a.m., Al Janoub Stadium in Al Raqqa, FS1, Group G, Cameroon, Serbia. I'm going to go Cameroon 2-1. November 28th, 8 a.m., Education City Stadium, Al Rayyan, FS1, Group H, South Korea versus Ghana. I'm going to say Ghana 2-0. November 28th, 11 a.m., Stadium 974, Doha, Fox on group from Group G, Brazil versus Switzerland. I say Brazil gets a 3-0 win. November 28th, 2 p.m., Lusail Iconic, Lusail on Fox, Group H. It's Portugal versus Uruguay. I say Portugal actually gets a 5-1 win. November 29th, 10 a.m., Al Bayat Stadium in the city of Alcor. It's actually to be announced. So everything from November 29th to December 2nd will be announced. It's TBD right now on what TV station will be airing it. So stay tuned for, when you're watching these games and you're watching the tournament, it might be on Fox, FS1. Somebody will be landing that. I think the major games on ABC. I remember the one year. So, everybody will be able to definitely tune in. These stadiums are pretty these channels are pretty accessible. Um, I'm gonna get back into this. I had Netherlands versus Qatar. Netherlands 2-1. The November 29th, 10 a.m. at Cleef International and Al Rayan. I'm gonna say Ecuador versus Senegal. I'm gonna do Ecuador 2-1. November 29th, 2 p.m. at Abid Bin Ali Stadium in Al Rayan. Group B, I'm gonna say Wales versus England. I'm gonna go England 3-1. November 29th, 2 p.m. out Thumama Stadium in Al Khor. It's actually Group B. Iran versus USA. I think USA gets a 4-1 win. I think November 30th, 10 a.m., Education City Stadium in the city of Al Rayan. I think Group D, Tunisia versus France. I think France gets the 3-0 win. November 30th, 10 a.m. at Al Janoub Stadium in Al Bakra. Group D, Australia versus Denmark. I think Denmark gets a 4-1 win. November 30th, 2 p.m., Stadium 974 in the city of Doha. Poland plays Argentina. Excuse me. And I think with that game, I think Argentina wins 5-1. I just don't see Poland being super, I guess you would say, just really super competitive in that game. Um, Saudi Arabia versus Mexico on November 30th at Lusail Iconic Stadium in Lusail. I'm going Mexico. I'm going to go 2-0 on that one. December 1st at Abid Bin Ali Stadium in Al Rayan. It's going to be Croatia versus Belgium, and I'm going to say Belgium 3-1. December 1st at Al Thermama Stadium in Al Khor. Canada versus Morocco. I'm going to say Morocco 4-1. I'm going to also say for December 1st, 2 p.m. at the Cleef International Stadium in Al Rayan for Group E, Japan versus Spain. I'm going to say Japan loses to Spain 3-1. I think December 1st, 2 p.m. Al Bayat Stadium in Al Khor for Group E, Costa Rica versus Germany. I think Germany wins 3-0. I think December 2nd, 10 a.m., Education City Stadium in the city of Al Rayan for Group H. I think South Korea versus Portugal. I think Portugal wins 4-0. I think December 2nd, 10 a.m., Al Janoub Stadium in Al Rakral. I think Group H. I think Ghana versus Uruguay. I think Uruguay wins 3-1. December 2nd, 2 p.m., Lusail Iconic Stadium in Lusail. I think Group G, Cameroon versus Brazil. I think Brazil gets a 4-0 win. And I think December 2nd, 2 p.m., Stadium 974 in Doha is from Group G. This will actually round up the last of our group games. It's going to go Switzerland versus Serbia, and I'm going to say Switzerland 2-1 with an easy win over Serbia. So those are all my group stage picks. I know that was a lot of information. I probably butchered some cities and stadium names, but a lot of those are the same. I was repeating it. So I hit you with all the channels, the groups, the cities, the stadium, the time, the dates, the countries, the picks, the scores. Who fucking does this better than Sleazy E, baby? So this is the best World Cup episode, and this again I said was part 2. So we're not done. We're gonna keep going here. I told you you're gonna get all my picks for the whole tournament, and we're moving to the table stages. So when we get to the table stages, I'm just going to tell you how the groups played out from what my picks were from the groups there. First place from Group A is going to be the Netherlands. Second place, Ecuador. In Group B, first place be England. Second place, USA. In Group C, it's going to be first place, Argentina. Second place, Mexico. In Group D, it's going to be first place, France. Second place, Denmark. In Group E, it's first place Spain, second place Germany. In Group F, first place Belgium, second place Croatia. In Group G, first place Brazil, second place Cameroon. In Group H, first place Portugal, and second place Uruguay. That is your table from the group stages and who's moving forward to the knockout rounds. The nitty gritty, the bad boy, the big tournament where it gets fucking juicy and good. So, this will be how my picks set up the World Cup for this stage of the tournament. So, diving in here from Netherlands versus the USA will be the first game. Netherlands will get that win 2-1. Argentina will play Denmark. Argentina will get that win 3-0. Spain will play Croatia. Spain will move forward 3-1. Brazil will play Uruguay. Brazil will win 4-0. England will play Ecuador. England will win 2-1. France will play Mexico. This was a tough one, a very, very tough one. Just because of the leadership, the repetitiveness of Mexico, but France is just the champs and they're always so good. So I went with France. I'm going with a 2-1 win. Slide by Mexico. Belgium playing Germany, and I'm going with Germany 3-1 over Belgium. That will be probably a very packed game, especially with those two countries being so close and a rivalry like so. But Germany's always tough. And then I'm thinking Portugal can put their personal bullshit aside, and I think Ronaldo, it's his time. This is his fifth one. He's done it all. It's time. So I think Portugal gets the win over Cameroon, and I'm going to go 3-1. So now we're going to go into the quarterfinals. I just told you the quarterfinal teams: Netherlands, Argentina, Spain, Brazil, England, France, Germany, Portugal. So now we're going to go and tell you who's going to advance. And I always say we. It's me. It's just me. It's Eric Clark here. Vibing with Sleezy podcast, Sleezy. So from the quarterfinals to the semifinals, I'm about to tell you out of these games who's going to move forward. So out of Netherlands, Argentina, it's going to be Argentina 4-0. I think it's going to be a huge upset. I think Brazil versus Spain. I think Brazil wins 3-1. It's going to be a tough game, but I think Brazil gets a couple late goals. I think England versus France. I think England slides by France with a kind of bit of an upset, 2-1. I think Germany and Portugal. I think Germany is going to slide by Portugal, and I think what's going to happen is they're going to win 2-1. Something's going to happen where I just don't see Portugal making it to that final. I know that some people probably pick that, especially with their players, but I just don't see it, and I still have a favorite, and I think you all are going to definitely tell who it is. Argentina versus Brazil. Brazil 3-0. Another upset. I think Messi gets shut out. I don't think this is his year. England versus Germany. I think it's England 3-0. I think England gets a huge win over Germany, and I think England kind of shocks the world that they're for real and they're ready to win this and win this for the Queen. However, my pick, my favorite, my squad that I've picked from the beginning. I didn't want to share it in part one. I didn't want to share it in the beginning part two. That's the whole point of a build up. And so my pick, my official World Cup champion, the team that will take England down in the championship, Brazil. Brazil is your 2022 Qatar World Cup champions. You're hearing it first from Vibing with Sleezy, the podcast. That is Sleezy E, aka Eric Clark's official pick. That is my official pick. Brazil, you heard it here first. And it's going to be a 3-1 win over England. And that's going to get England as the runner-up, and Germany will fall into third place with that win they had. So just because of the score buffer. So at the end of the day, that Brazil is going to be your champ. Brazil is going to win big in the champion against England 3-1. Everybody, I think, will start seeing how Brazil's for real. And this is my official pick. So everybody, I want to thank you for tuning in. This has been the official Qatar 2022 World Cup Vibing with Sleazy, the podcast episode. And I want to thank everybody for listening, downloading, supporting. Listen to part one. You learn about countries, you learn about the teams, the World Cup, the soccer, the tournament in general. And then part two here, you get all my picks officially and my scores. I break it all the way down. I think there'll actually be 128 goals in the whole World Cup. You're hearing everything here first. And that's what I do. And I think this was the best World Cup episode I could deliver. And I think I delivered. So I'm just excited to put this out. I'm excited for the World Cup to be here. I hope everybody tunes in, watches, at least catches one game, root for the USA. But, I think at the end of the day, and for me to win some money, Brazil's got to bring it home. Vibing with Sleazy at gmail.com, Vibing with Sleazy, the podcast, Facebook, Instagram. Reach out, show love, send me your World Cup prediction, questions, anything you want to show, so tell me anything. I love talking World Cup and soccer. If you want to catch a game, holler at me. So, everybody, again, thank you for tuning in, listening, downloading. And I just want to tell you all, tune in for the finale that'll be coming up here. I got episode 20 and 21 with a special guest. I'll be ending season 3 and then taking a break into spring for season 4 to come back. I want to thank everybody who rides with me. I want to thank everybody who's made this what it is. And hopefully I bring in some more countries with this. 22 countries so far. And I think with the World Cup episode, I think more are coming. Bye. We'll see you the podcast, baby. Thank you.